Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, guys. Today we will be solving question 7 of CSS GSA paper 2022. Let's start with part A of question 7. Question 7A is this: the sum of three consecutive odd numbers is 273. What are the three odd numbers? So if we assume a series of number 1 to 6, then we will be having odd and even numbers arranged like this: first odd, then even, then odd, then even, and so on. And if the first number is to be denoted by x, then rest of the numbers will be denoted by adding 1 each time in the previous number. If 1 is x, then x2 will be x plus 1, 3 will be x plus 2, and so on. In this way, if we skip the even numbers, if 1 is odd number and it is x, 2 is even number, we will skip this one, and 3 is x plus 2. This is the second odd number in this arrangement. So we will skip the even number, and the third odd number will be denoted by x plus 4, and we'll skip the even number. So if x is the first even number, then x plus 2 and x plus 4 will be denoted by the second and third consecutive odd number will be denoted by x plus 2 and x plus 4. So it is given in the question that the sum of the three numbers is 273. So x is the number itself, the first number, the second number x plus 2, and the third number x plus 4, and sum of all of these numbers is equal to 273. So mathematically it can be expressed like this equation. So solving for x, the value of x comes out to be 89. So if x is 89, then x plus 2 will be 91 and x plus 4 will be 93. So 89, 91 and 93 are the three consecutive odd numbers whose sum is equal to 273. Let's move forward to the part B of the question, which involves solving sequence and finding the missing numbers in the given sequence. So the first sequence 4, 16, 36, 64, and the fifth term is missing, and sixth term is 144. So we have to find out the missing number here. So to proceed further, the first thing we need to do is to calculate the difference between these terms. So the difference between these terms where possible is 12, 20, 28. So we don't know this term what is, so what should be deducted from 64 should be deducted from which number to get the difference. So this difference cannot be calculated. Similarly, 144 previous term is missing, so we are unable to calculate these three differences. But the differences that we have, we are able to calculate are 12, 20 and 28. So this difference is not a common difference. Neither it is common nor it is showing the next number is not a multiplication or division of the previous number. So the given sequence is neither arithmetic nor geometric. To analyze the difference, we again have to calculate the difference of the difference. All of the questions in this all of the parts of this question, part B, are of similar nature. So in each question we have to calculate the difference of the difference. So 12 minus question, we don't know what was the difference here. 12 minus nothing, we are unable to calculate this difference. So 20 minus 12 this 20 minus 12 here and 28 minus 20 here will give us the difference of the difference. So we notice that the difference of the difference is 8. It means the difference is increasing by 8 each time. So adding 8 each time, the first difference was 12, adding 8 in it, the difference is 20, adding 8 in 20, the difference is 28, adding 8 in 28, the difference is 36, and so on. So once we have calculated the difference, we will add the previous term in the, we will add the difference in the preceding term to get the new term. So 4 plus 12 is equal to 16, 16 plus 20 is equal to 36, 36 plus 28 is equal to 64. When we add 36 into 64, this gives us 100. And when we add the next difference, increased by 8, 36 increased by 8 is 44, and when we add 44 into 100, then we get our last term. So the missing term was 100, and our logic is true because when we apply the logic to the next term, it also comes out to be 144. Now let's move to the next part. This was another sequence given. Same steps, we will analyze the difference. The difference is not a common, which means it's not arithmetic, nor it is a multiplication of previous difference, nor it is not a geometric progression. So we have to repeat our previous steps, finding the difference of the difference. Now analyzing the difference, we see that the difference is decreasing by 1. I'm not saying increasing because it's decreasing. Minus 2 is less than minus 1. So here it's minus 5. So probably here it will be minus 3, here it will be minus 4. Analyzing the pattern, we are able to forecast what the difference would be. However, repeating the previous steps, the difference of the difference is minus 1. This means that the difference is decreasing by 1 each time. So if first the difference of the between first two terms was minus 1, between third and second was minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5, we have decreased the difference by 1 each time. Deducting or adding the difference in previous terms will gives us 30, when 30 minus 1 is 29, 29 when we deduct minus 2 in when we add minus 2 in 29, the result is 27. Repeating these steps, the missing number, which was our fourth term, is 24. And repeating these steps, we are able to reproduce the next two numbers. It means that our logic, our assumption is true, that the difference is decreasing by minus 1. So 24 was the missing number which was required to be calculated. Moving forward to the third part C of the question, the second last term is required to be calculated. Again, the difference is neither arithmetic nor the progression is a geometric one. But the difference here analyzing is increasing by 2 each time. So repeating the same steps of analyzing the difference of the difference, we get 2. So the difference is increasing by 2. The first difference is 6. Adding 2 in 6 will give us 8. Adding 2 in 8 will give us 10. Adding 2 in 12 will give us 12. So that's how we are able to calculate the difference in the given sequence. Repeating the steps as we have done before. Adding 8 in 7 is 15. Adding 10 in 15 is 25, which was our fourth term. And next difference is 12. So adding 12 in 25 is 37. So 37 was our required number. If we repeat the step one more time, adding 14 in 37 will gives us the last number of the sequence, so which proves our solution to be true. Part 4 of the question is also the same steps, and the difference of the difference in part 4 will also be true. So I am leaving the solution to you people. You may kindly solve it, and I am moving forward to part 5 of the question, which is a bit tricky one. Analyzing the difference, the same conclusion. It is neither arithmetic nor geometric, but two things are happening here. The difference is not only increasing, but it is also changing sign. It means that there are two sequence or two numbers are arranged, two sequence are jumbled together. Let me show how. Dividing the difference that what we have got by deducting the terms by 12 gives us the numbers 2, 4, 3, 6. Now here we are able to break the pattern of the sequence. This is a separate sequence which is of negative sign, so -2, -3, and here it will be -4. And this is another sequence 6, 4, and here it will be 2. So there are the two different sequences are jumbled together. So we will ignore this sequence, which is, and we will focus on the sequence with negative numbers, because the next term will be calculated using this sequence. So it is -2, -3, and here it will be -4. So after breaking the difference, breaking the analogy of the difference, once we have calculated the difference, now I have to again multiply it with 12. What I did in step 1, I have to undo it here to calculate the exact amount of difference. So the first difference was 24, second will be 48. I have nothing to do with it, it was given in the question. This difference was also given in the question, and 72, I multiplied 6 by 12 simply. So here the 4 which I have assumed, when I multiply it with 12, the difference is -48. So repeating the terms, and I have reached up to 108, and when I deduct 48 or add -48 in 108, the result is 60. So this was the missing number which we were required to calculate. So in the next video I will continue solving part C and D of the question. Thanks for watching.